Happy Vlogmas week 2. Happy Vlogmas week 2. The day, currently it is 42 degrees. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, December. I can do this. 4th? start looking at a calendar. it's kind of hard to do the cookie list because some of these cookies I only make during the holiday time. I'm sorry.
Yes, all right. I was okay. Bad news. The gift certificate didn't cover the bill. We still owe $35.
Whenever I'm doing anything, cleaning, working on lists, working on anything, I always have like Bob's Burger on in the background. Sometimes it's Family Guy, that 70s show, but I usually always have Bob's Burgers. Guilty! Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, and then I realized like my cookie cutter selection is kind of slim. I've been at Target and they had like an assortment of them. And in my head, I'm just like, oh, I have cookie cutters, I'm good. Yeah, I only have a snowflake. I have a snowflake and a star, and this gingerbread. I would like to make gingerbreads, but I've discovered that a lot of people don't like gingerbread. We might actually have to do a Target trip and get some cookie cutters. Yeah, I'm not one to use those aluminum foil crimp with the paper lid kind of cookie containers that you see around Christmas time. I've watched way too much Martha Stewart for that, and I feel like if I were to use one of those, I could feel her glaring at me from upstate New York. Yeah, so earlier this year when I was at my old job, the beginning of this new year, my former coworker Alice and I decided to do a cookie a week baking challenge because we both love to bake. And I chose this book, as you can see, all the little tabs on the top. Frosted lemon ricotta, and I have notes. My parents used to do that. They would put notes in cookbooks of what was good, what they added, what they changed. And this one says very good, easy to make. Use cookie scoop. Soft, super easy. So, you know, I wrote notes like, oh, this says 10 out of 10. So I don't really remember these, but apparently they were good. I mean, and not everybody's gonna like all the cookies you make, and it's fine. But when I do my cookie boxes, I usually put like, I don't know, like 4 to 6 of each cookie. And so I have to think of that. And then I have to think of how many boxes, how many people are on my list, how many cookies of each I'm gonna give them. Then I have to look at the recipes, see how many it yields. So yeah, it's just like this whole smorgasbord of, cookie. Oh, I never turned my Fitbit off. It still thinks that I'm walking somewhere. Oh, but it's nice to know I burned 585 calories. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. I have to get ready. My neighbors and I are doing a little wine and cheese night before we go to Helen's for our little Friendsmas Christmas dinner. Super excited about that. I already know what I'm wearing. I think I'm gonna wear the same thing that I wore to Beacoup last night because like hardly anybody saw me, so what do I care, right? I'm gonna shut my yap and go get ready for my little holiday Friendsmas dinner with my neighbors.
Well, cheers, ladies,
Cheers.
to the weekend.
Sorry.
This is California Chardonnay. It's from Monterey, California.
All right.
She wrote my
Saturday morning. Yeah, I'm not hungover. I'm perfectly fine. I left my window a little cracked because I like to sleep when it's chilly. So I left my window cracked last night, but it was pretty cold, I guess, because my whole apartment is like super cold this morning. I can feel it. Oh, it's crazy. So I'm cuddled up on my sofa in all these blankets, and I'm like, I don't want to get up. I'm just stretched out watching some Allison Roman cooking videos in the background. Earlier I was pondering what I want to do with my YouTube. Just by watching other people and their different YouTubes, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how serious I'm going to take my channel, if I'm going to get fancy, if I'm going to try different formats, maybe do like a silent vlog. Yeah, so I just don't want to get up. It's extra cold and I'm all snuggly in my blankets, and I just don't want to turn on my heater. I know. I don't want to turn on my heater. I'd rather like put a sweater on, or I don't know. I find it's kind of a fun little challenge. Don't turn the heater on. Yeah, so I didn't get any footage of last night. We were having so much fun, drinking a little bit of wine and cheese. My neighbor knows his wines and knows how to pair everything. We were just having a blast, and then we realized like, oh, we need to get going to our reservations. And so we skedaddled, and I left my phone upstairs in his apartment, and I didn't want to run back up because I kind of regret it now, because I wanted to show you guys how pretty Helen's was with all their lights and all the fun. We went to Black Lodge, and we went to this new Mexican seafood restaurant on Broad Street. It's really pretty. Yeah, we had a good time, but I didn't have my phone, and it was so weird. It was so weird because I was like, I wasn't even thinking of like as much filming footage for my vlog, but more like, oh, I want a picture of Danny, Craig, and I over here by the Helen sign and the silly lights and the food, and I wanted to take pictures of things, and I didn't have my phone. It was interesting. It was also kind of nice just to kind of relax and enjoy the evening. Yeah, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, it's really nice. It'll keep your water hot for up to an hour, the same temperature. So that'll be perfect when I have friends over, like when I have my mom over and we're drinking tea. It's just ready to go. It didn't take that long to heat up though. So if anybody's considering a Leeloo kettle, top notch, top drawer. That's a Auntie May movie reference, if y'all don't know. Well, I'm telling you, I told you, the sun would come around the corner and it heats up the apartment and me. Yeah, so it's so funny how we went from cold and cuddly on the couch to like toasty and warm in the window. Before my dishwasher wanted to speak up and also remind me that Christmas is in 2 weeks. It's in 2 weeks. I thought we had 3 weeks. It's kind of hard to pick out some recipes. Like I have my standard list and like, where did I put it? So it's kind of hard because, whoop, dropping puzzle pieces, sorry. Wow, sorry, my dishwasher is really snorkeling right now.